Hello, everybody, and welcome back to episode 87 of the Evident Motor Racing Podcast. I hope you've had a nice week. We are back once again, as always. With 87, as I've just said, can I get some riders of number 87, please?
Oh, I know one.
Can I get an 87?
I know one.
Who is it, Cameron?
Mr. Gardner.
Yay!
Yes.
Well done.
All right, that's it.
Well, I had four. So
Okay, here we go.
it's like Remdog,
Yeah.
Lorenzo Zanetti,
Yeah.
Tom Kawakami,
Yeah.
and the guy you always used to put on your countdown, the Italian, but I cannot remember his name. Luca something. I want to say.
Marconi.
Yeah, that's it. I only remember him because of your countdown, but yeah.
Ooh.
And I'm out.
There are two more.
Ooh. Lauren.
Well, there's one of them you won't know. One of them you
No.
won't know.
I might.
Because he races in like the Asia thing. I'm sorry.
The Asia
I'm
thing?
shit.
Okay.
Yeah. The other one's Toby Price, I believe, was run 87 before.
Okay.
Okay.
I don't know.
Yep.
But yeah, 87.
Are you not going to say who the other one is?
No, I can't be asked. I don't know his name. I just know he races like a scooter in a Malaysian. Oh my word. Malaysian Cub Championship. By the way, yeah, just a precursor. This is my own fault, self-inflicted, but this podcast can be a shambles because I'm running on 3 hours sleep. So this is great. My own fault. I don't need sympathy.
Because it's
fine.
normally so polished.
Yeah. And you're not going to
Yeah.
get it either.
It's normally like, outstanding. So yeah, it's fine. But yeah, so this week we're doing a rookies position. Oh my word, a predictions podcast. We're doing
Do you
a
want to
predictions
just go and sit in
podcast.
a corner? Seriously.
I tried to sleep earlier, it didn't work. So. Yeah, I know. But yeah, we're doing a predictions podcast this week. So we're basically going to pick our predictions for the 2023 season before any testing has gone on, so that we can't use the results from testing to try and base our predictions off, basically.
When is testing?
It'll like in 2 weeks.
2 weeks.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Everybody's
How do we
prepping
view
their
it?
passports ready. Video pass.
Can
Oh,
Dorna not
great.
just be sound and scrap this video pass thing and just...
Be sound.
Yeah, well, just use another platform. I don't know. Do something else.
Oh, this is the one we're talking
Accessibility.
about.
Yeah. Needs to go. I don't approve. Anyway.
Yeah,
Yeah,
no,
they've not
I'll
made
write
many
to them,
decisions that are approving lately, but there we are.
What?
Dorna have not made many decisions that's worth approving lately.
No, they haven't.
Mm,
But we'll
it's
get
not
to
good.
it. We'll get to it.
Yeah, buddy. But yeah, so we're doing basically a predictions podcast as we did last year. At the end of the season, we can look back on this podcast and yeah, basically just look at what we predicted and see if anything's right, like we did last year. Basically,
Whoa.
it's just quite like simple.
Really
straightforward,
It's
Definitely.
almost as
Yeah.
if we've done this before.
Yeah, it's mental, isn't it? Crazy.
That's how predictions
crazy.
work, isn't it?
Yeah, pretty much.
I can't wait to slap you all about this year.
Yeah, good luck.
Right. Come on.
Yeah,
Settle
not
down.
happening,
Just
but-
saying.
Trash talk already, and the season haven't even started.
Jesus
Yeah,
Christ.
what the
She's
hell?
Bastianini, look at her.
Well, look how good I was in the few episodes that I did. I was quite chuffed, so
Yeah, but look,
We'll
you
see.
had half a season to get a feel for who was doing well, who wasn't doing well. So come on.
You
can't
Alonso
just-
Lopez did. You come in already.
Yeah,
fine, like-
exactly. You came in already with the vibe, whereas we were.
and now I'll be
took
gunning
us
for
a
the
good 6
championship.
rounds.
So
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, so were we all anyway? God, just because you lost
Anyway.
last year. Here we go.
Yeah. So we're going to start off and just jump straight into it because my brain is not going to run for this entire episode. I need to add Lauren's name to this actual list.
oh great, that's a good start. Fantastic.
Yeah, that's great. You can go last.
Honestly,
there you
like this is really selling us as a podcast, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's great, isn't it? That's why we
Top
Kill it
tier,
with the-
high quality.
yeah, it's great. Oh, before we jump into it, have you seen the drama between Scott Reddin and Tom Sykes?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh no! Wait, no. What?
They're just kicking off. And Tom Sykes kind of made a point and then went back on his own point to try and have a go at Scott Reddin about Anna Carrasco, because Anna Carrasco kicked off at Bautista because Bautista said that she was too slow and belongs on an amateur track day. And so Anna Carrasco kicked off at him,
Yeah.
and then Scott Reddin and Tom Sykes then decided to have a war about it on the behalf of Anna Carrasco.
Huh.
Mm,
A lot of white knighting going on, it seems, but
yeah.
very
it was,
interesting.
unfortunately.
But yeah, so we're going to start off with the Moto3 class for the Rookie of the Year this year.
Let me have a little look at the entry
can't
list.
see us all having a different answer for this one, to be perfectly honest.
I've definitely got one on my idea,
Yeah.
but I think it's going to be very similar across the board. I can't see it
For
being.
Moto3, I think it is, yeah.
Yeah.
You want me to just go
absolutely.
around? Because I already know who I got.
Well, yeah, I'll go. We'll start with Jacob for this one. Yeah.
Rueda, obviously.
Yeah, that's the same one for me. I'm going to go for Rueda.
Hard to argue with, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's the
Cameron
problem.
and Lauren?
Literally, it's so hard to argue.
Who else have we got
Yeah.
in terms of rookies?
Moto3 rookies are David Alonso. Just going down the list as we go quickly.
Yeah.
Colin Vire. Obviously, David Salvador at class as a rookie. You got Asman as well, and you got Rueda and Ferroli.
It's a bloody good quality crop, but Rueda just stands head and shoulders above for me.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah.
Are we going with Rueda across the board?
Yeah.
I am. Yeah.
It's hard to argue with that. That's the problem. Yeah, Rueda just sweat like what he did last year.
Yeah.
To win 2 championships on different bikes, no less.
Yeah, it's amazing.
He's got a bit, so I think I think he'll win it quite comfortably, honestly, barring an injury, which could happen. But
yeah, that's it. Right. Moving to Moto2. The Moto2 rookies for this year are Alex S. Krieg, Rory Skinner, Borja Gomez. Let's have a look. Just scroll down the list. Tolovich doesn't class as a rookie. He's a returnee. Darren Binder, and Kota Nazani.
As well as Guevara and Garcia.
Garcia.
Oh, yeah.
Foggia.
Guevara, Garcia, and Foggia. There you go.
Mm-hmm.
There you go. You see what my brain's running on.
As well as the big names. Yeah.
Yeah.
Those guys.
The big names. Yeah. Right. We'll start with myself because I'm first on the list. I'm going with Borja Gomez for this year, to be honest, which is a bit of an outside one, I know, because I know that Guevara is probably the favourite for it. But yeah, I'm going to go Borja Gomez.
That's not a bad shout, to be honest. He showed a bit, didn't he, in his appearances?
Yeah, he did. What about you, Jacob, next?
I'm going to go with Sergio Garcia.
Nice. Sergio Garcia.
I think Garcia's going to be able to pull something out of the bag, and his lightweight's only going to help him.
I worry he'll do a Lorenzo Della Porta.
No, I think
he'll go the other way.
I think it'll be the opposite. No.
Yeah.
No, I think it's going to hinder him.
I
think it'll hinder him more than
I reckon Garcia's one of those special talents that somehow, like any other year apart from the Guevara year and possibly the Joan Mir year, he would have won that title. It's just, I can see something happening with him. It's whether Pom's giving the back in though. No?
You talk about us like overhyping talents, then you're like, yeah, this guy is incredible. He would have won everything. He would have beat Joan Mir.
But it's okay for Jacob to do it, but it's not okay for the rest of us to do it.
Generational talent, if Jacob says so.
Yeah.
No, literally.
If I say it, they're future world champions.
Yeah. There we are. There's one for the bingo.
Wait.
No, I do think Garcia is good, so give him bash.
Yeah, he is good.
Cameron, your rookie of the year, please.
Well, it's going to be Rory Skinner. It just is.
Not biased or anything.
No.
Yeah, I don't think he would need to come to
I mean, he's coming from Superbike, so who knows? But then so did Bobby, so.
That's true. And Lauren, please.
Isan Guevara. Got to back him.
Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, I mean, it's hard not to be honest. He's obviously very... Yeah, it's Guevara. He's a Moto3 world champion.
He's quite good, yes.
Yeah, he's all right.
Yeah, he's all right. Yeah. He's proven he can ride a motorbike all right,
Just about.
Yes. No, we're not going to do MotoGP Rookie of the Year because it's Augusto Fernandez unless some wildcard comes in and scores more points than him.
Imagine.
So I don't actually see the point
I'd
in
actually
doing it.
pay to watch that.
But that would be freaking funny.
Oh my God, imagine
obviously, not for Augusto Fernandez, but that would be quite humorous. So we're going to move on to Moto3's biggest surprise. This is entirely subjective, and you're not really going to score any points for it, but it's just intriguing to hear what we think and who we think will surprise based on their last year's results. In Moto3, have any of you got any riders that you think will surprise this year?
Yeah, I got one.
Okay, go for it.
Scott Ogden.
Scott Ogden. Yeah, I think if he gets the
equipment he deserves.
if the bike's there,
Bike
he can.
depending,
he's up
yeah.
there.
I was just looking at Ogden as well on the list and thinking, maybe.
I think
Because we
all
know
want
Ogden's
him to
better
do
than
well.
what he did last
Yeah.
year.
Yeah,
But
Well,
he
they
was
showed a few
definitely-
times.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But then he was definitely held back by a lack of equipment, which is sort of expected with a rookie team as well.
Mm-hmm.
But now both have to step up. Scott has to take charge of what he wants from this team, and the team have to give him what he wants. So yeah, Scott for me.
Okay, have any of you got one? The other ones?
Yamanaka.
Yamanaka. Yeah, fair shout.
Hmm?
Yeah, he's moving to the World Champions.
What is
and
this
the
biggest
team-
surprise? What?
Well,
Yeah.
what we decided last year was the biggest surprise could be positive or negative. Like a surprise.
No, because we've got big disappointment. We've
Yeah,
got big
exactly.
disappointment.
Oh, right.
That's a
what we
negative.
decided last year when it was like surprise could mean I'm surprised he's done so badly. Because that's
okay,
why
that makes sense.
that's why I selected. I can't remember who it was, but I selected someone on that.
Okay.
I'm between two here. I think the biggest surprise will be Danny Holgado.
I was thinking Daniel Holgado as well, to be fair. In a positive or negative way?
Positive way. I think he's going to battle for the championship. I think he'd be up there a lot more than we maybe
That's
think.
bold. I mean, he's good enough,
bold.
but that is
Yeah,
bold.
100%. But I think he showed a bit of it last year on occasion. So I think this, for him, obviously coming into his second year, of course, he's going to have to step up. And he's in a good team. Obviously, well, he's now on the Tech 3 bike, but not that makes much of a difference. I think, I think it'd be good.
And he was dealing with an injury last year, wasn't he? So
Exactly. Yeah, he
Yeah.
came into the season with an injury. So
Yeah, I've gone for David Salvador because I think don't think it's out of the realms of possibility for Salvador to get a podium or two.
I agree with
I
that.
think he really impressed at Catalunya last year. Obviously, he's a replacement rider. Demonstrated that he's got a lot of talent under his belt and deserves to be on that grid. So yeah, I think David Salvador for me. For Moto2, I don't really know. to be
Yeah,
honest.
this is a tough one.
Yeah, it is tough, to be honest.
I think for me, it's harder to see who's going to be surprisingly good rather than who might be pretty disappointing.
Yeah.
Well,
for
my
sure.
surprise was between the two Grassini boys because both are better than they showed last year.
Yeah, they are.
Alcoba was not poor, and again, Salas wasn't poor. He got a podium, but if either of them find consistency, which I think they can, I don't see any reason why they can't be regular top 7, top 8.
Yeah.
So either of the Grassini boys pick one to write down.
I'll put okay.
They both in the same boat, didn't they?
Yeah, I'll put okay before you.
This is tough.
I don't really know for myself. Yeah,
we
it is
actually should have
difficult.
thought about this before recording this episode. We hate to break
Yeah,
it to
I like
you.
the
Right.
fact we've gone in blind because then it's your first thought that you have to go with.
No, because
I'm-
I'm picking people as soon as I see them in the list, and then I'm scrolling down and seeing other people.
Yeah.
I'm going to go Barry Baltus for myself
Barry Baltus, yeah.
in a positive manner.
Mm-hmm.
Well, both him and Zonda are going to have current equipment.
Yeah, exactly, as we found out on the recent podcast. So.
Yeah, I was thinking Zonta for that reason.
Yeah, Zonta.
Yeah, let's pick up Zonta. Let's go. Although I don't want to be surprised that he'll do well because he's a beast.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
Maybe I'll go with an outlier like Gonzalez or something.
Well, to be fair, Gonzalez was bigging
That'd be a
himself
good
up
surprise.
on the podcast
Yeah, he
too.
was. Yeah.
Like he thinks
Yeah.
he's going to do well, which I mean, fair play.
Let's have
Based-
him. Yeah.
Based on that,
Nazane?
Hmm?
What about Nazane? Because we know he can ride, but he showed, well, the square root of fuck all in World Superbikes, didn't he? Let's be honest. But he's better than that. Reckon he can show it in Moto2, or is it just going to be a game over?
Slow burner.
Yeah, I don't know, to be honest.
I'm going Gonzalez. Why not? Let's
Okay.
let's have it. Let's lock it in.
Gonzalez. And what about you, Lauren?
Biggest surprise. I almost said Vietti there. No.
Surprisingly shit.
Tony Arbolino.
Okay. In a positive way or negative
In a positive way. Again, I see him similar to Danny Holgado. It's time for him to step up in the class, and he showed a bit last year. Obviously, winning a race or a couple races, even. I think he needs to step it up and really take charge and fight for the championship. So I think it'll be a good year for him. Plus, he's going to want to move up eventually. So,
Yeah, he will.
Don't they all?
Okay. Now, MotoGP's biggest surprise.
ooh.
I'm going to go Ralph Fernandez in a positive manner. I think he'll step up quite a lot this year. I think he's, he'll prove the doubters wrong. Because a lot of people are like, oh, you don't deserve to be in MotoGP. Remy should have had it. Da, 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 da. But I think Raul will show why he got the seat over Remy, really. I think.
Okay.
It's hard to say with this again because there's guys that obviously they didn't have a great season last year, but now they're on new machinery, and you think they've got it, and it wouldn't be a surprise if they did well on this new machinery.
Yeah.
So with that in mind, the person who's staying kind of on the same stuff but has the potential is probably Morbidelli. But it depends if Yamaha bring it.
But then that's also, he could be in line for biggest disappointment if he does the same that happened this year.
He can't disappoint now, I don't think.
Yeah, that's
After
the
a couple
problem.
of years of next to nothing. I'm going to go with Morbidelli if it happens. That would be my biggest surprise anyway. Everyone else I could see like this was in a way not a surprise if they do well, apart from the LCR guys. But
that makes sense. Okay, and Jacob or Lauren, please.
Go on, Lo.
I'm going to say Marc Marquez.
In a good way or a bad way?
In a great way. I think he's going to be up there. I don't know. I really think that I think he knows himself that this is his year to make it or break it, to be honest. And I think he's going to come in and be a surprise in the first couple of races, and that's really going to set the season up. I don't know. I flip-flop on this one because sometimes I think he's going to come in and absolutely destroy everyone, and then on the other hand, I think he's never going to be the same as what he was. But I think he'll come in and surprise a lot of people.
Okay. And what about you, Jacob?
Paul Espargaro.
In a good or bad way?
Good way. I'm calling it now. He's going to take more than one win this year.
No.
I hope so, but
he's got a lot of chances to do it in 42 races.
Good
well,
point.
so does everyone.
Aside from Marquez, if there's one rider who you think is built for sprints, it's Paul.
Martin.
Yeah.
I think Paul's problem was always on that KTM tyre burn at the end of the race. If he can get that feel back without having to worry about burning up his tyres, I think Paul on
thinking
the
about
KTM.
sprint races, there's a lot of people who are going to be very, very good at sprint races.
Like you've got to say, all the
could be a
Ducatis are probably going to be quite good at sprint races, and they.
Look at the likes of like Alex Rins always makes up a lot of positions. Brad Binder always makes up a lot of positions. Miguel always makes up a lot of positions.
But yeah, my biggest surprise is going to be Paul because I don't think people are expecting him to be as good as he's going to be.
That's fair.
You need a bike under him.
Yeah.
I think that'll be his issue.
He's not slow. He's proved that in 2020, multiple KTM podiums, things like that. He's a fast rider. He's no slouch.
No slug.
He's no sludge.
No sludge.
What did you say, Dak? Who did you go?
Ralph Fernandez.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, right. Moving to Moto3's biggest improver. Again, all subjunctive. There won't be any points awarded for it, but it's nice to go. I'm going to start with Joshua Watley.
Okay.
Biggest improver?
I think again, Ogden could fall into that.
Yeah, I'm going to say Scott. I think
surprise.
Scott has a real chance to take a step up this year, and I'd really like him to do that. I think he will improve the most.
Yeah, I'd agree. Yeah.
I'm going to go with my man Furasato.
Okay, nice.
Let's have it.
Yeah, but to be fair, at the end of the season, he showed some didn't he?
Yeah, I'd agree with that.
Points in Japan and that. It's not a bad shout, that. But yeah, I'm
Actually,
gonna go Scott.
Ricky Rossi would be a good one as well.
I was funny enough, I was just thinking Rossi, but then I thought he was there for some races. He scored quite good points in some races.
Consistent points as well, yeah.
Yeah, so he could become the biggest improver if he just gets a bit of consistency. 100%.
Or Yamanaka. Because he's
he's on a
always
very
go
good bike,
backwards.
yeah.
And he'd always go backwards last season after qualifying well and ripping the starts.
Get pole and then,
and then he'd end up, 8th, 9th, 10th. If he can convert poles to 4th, 5th, 6th, that's a great improvement.
Yeah. So, Jacob, who are you going to go
I'm going to
for?
go with Yamanaka. No, I actually stopped and thought about it. I was thinking Scott, but I don't think Scott can do worse, honestly.
Yeah, it makes sense. Moto 2, I've gone for Lorenzo Dalla Porta. I always rate him. Yeah, and I constantly on most pods say, this is going to be it. I think now that his shoulder's kind of looking good, because last year was just plagued by shoulder issues, I think he might finally be able to show kind of what's in his locker this year.
Fair.
Yeah. What about you lot?
Well, I've got one in mind. Sean Dillon Kelly.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Because we know he's good. We know he's really good. And perhaps people are thinking that he's not that good after last season. So if he can just make that little step up that he needs, because he's thereabouts, but not there. If he gets that step up, he can improve tenfold over where he had last season. So, I think he's the one who's got the biggest amount to gain then. So I'm going to go with Sean.
Yeah, good shout.
Fair.
Yeah.
Good shout.
Cameron and Lauren, please.
Go for it, Lauren.
I'm torn between two again. I'm torn between, I think Zonta is definitely going to improve. I think he can only go up. And I think Fermin Aldeguer is going to improve a lot this year.
I did think about Fermin as well, yeah.
No, I'll stick with Zonta. Just after speaking to him, seeing his mindset heading into the season, I definitely think he's on to a winner this year.
Yeah, good shout. Okay, Cameron?
I want to say Foggia, just because it's what he does.
As a rookie?
He just gets better through the season and ends up
nearly
taking titles, but doesn't quite.
Can you be a biggest improver though as a rookie in Moto 2?
I mean, if he can show consistency over what he showed in Moto 3, I guess we could give it to him.
Yeah, okay, that makes sense.
It's hard to quantify, but...
Yeah, I mean, it was either consistently on the podium or...
Consistently bad.
Well, that's true,
if he gets a 6th, 7th, 8th in a couple of races, that's an improvement.
Yeah,
isn't it?
Yeah. Okay. MotoGP, biggest improver. Alex Marquez for me.
Yeah, it's only Alex.
Yeah.
Just the machinery alone is a second lap, you know what I mean?
Yeah, that's it. So yeah, for me,
either him or Miguel.
Yeah, I was thinking Miguel as well. I think for me, Alex just kind of hands down holds it just because of the bike he's jumping on. Really, I did think about Luca Marini as well.
That's what I was literally just about to say. Put me down for Luca Marini because I definitely think he'll take the step to podiums and all this year.
Nice. And I was thinking Digia as well.
DG, I think, is going to be quite good.
So can I clarify something?
Yeah.
Are we meaning the biggest improver from like last race of last season to the first race of this season, or biggest improver throughout the year? Because I've been thinking like throughout the year.
Yeah, I'm thinking throughout the year.
Right. Okay. Cool.
Yeah.
No, that's fine.
That's what I've been going with. If that helps.
Yeah. Well, when you questioned me about whether you can improve as a rookie in Moto 2, I was like, "What? How? Why not?" But then, okay, right.
Well, because we visit this at the end of the season, don't we? So it has to be throughout the season.
Well, yeah, but I mean, you could have said
no. But how are you basing your?
Anyway.
Yeah. I've been basing it on what I predict will happen at the end of Valencia 2023. Put it that way.
Okay.
Okay.
I think
Jacob
maybe
and Cameron, please.
I'm gonna go with. Oh God, it's really difficult. Everyone's just like top tier, really, aren't they? Everyone's super good.
Yeah. I know who I'm going with. Taka. He can't possibly be worse. He can't. Not only did he really suck last year, which wasn't entirely his fault, the bike wasn't great, but he also missed some rounds with injury.
Yeah, well, he went
It
on a
can't
bit of a
possibly be
rampage
worse.
halfway through the season, so
He's taking out riders left and right. He can't possibly do worse. If you're attacker for me.
I want to say, I'm in the Hondas as well, but I'm not sure between Rins or Mir. I think maybe Mir. I'm going to go with Mir.
You're me. Okay. Nice idea.
Because they got a lot to live up to, haven't they?
Yeah, like I think you'll figure it out. He'll figure out how to ride the Honda eventually, or he'll make, the Honda will suit them eventually by the end of the season.
or
Yeah,
he'll
who
just
knows?
make his money and
Yeah,
away
make his
he
money and
goes.
fuck off, yeah.
Well, yeah, maybe. Who knows?
Mm,
Take
Anything
that
could
Red Bull
happen.
money.
Yeah.
that's it. Okay. Right. Biggest disappointment. Now for Moto 3. Again, completely subjective. There's no real points awarded for this one. I'm gonna go Jaume Masia.
Ooh,
He struggled in Red Bull KTM, when his rookie teammate won the championship in the first year. He had a second year to maybe try and then repeat that success and couldn't. He's moving back to Leopard now, which is a really good move for him. But again, I don't know.
I think it's a good move for him.
I think it's a good move, but I don't think he can do it,
This year would be a telltale. Although I suppose that happens every year. You sort of go, okay, well, his biggest competition's moved up now. That's been the way for a couple of years now.
it's the Jaume Masia cycle, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm finding it hard to look past Masia as well, to be honest.
Well, I think Romano Fenati.
I was thinking that as well.
He shouldn't be here. And I know that's not a good way to say that he's going to be the biggest disappointment.
He is the most successful Moto 3 rider of all time, though.
Yeah, so wins are expected.
Without a championship.
He is on well, that bike hasn't been that great in the last year or two.
No, it hasn't.
But is
I'm
that
gonna go
just
Kaito Toba.
riders?
Yeah, Kaito Toba I'm doing.
Okay.
He just, wasn't successful on a superior machine in the KTM. Granted, he was CIP.
Yeah, but then he was on Red Bull IO as well, wasn't he?
Yeah, failed there. And I can't see him succeeding at 658. I think it's a strange move anyway. He looked absolutely thrilled to be there on the press photos, didn't he?
Yeah, he did, didn't he?
So I just think, we're just going to see him sort of fade into Japanese superbike, unfortunately.
Okay, and Cameron, please.
I went with Masia, didn't I?
Oh, okay.
Did I?
Yeah, you did.
Yeah,
Sorry.
he did.
I heard that.
Fine.
Don't worry. I heard it.
Gaslighting me. Jesus.
Next tired bubble just wrecking him.
Yeah.
Just a story in my head. Moto 2, biggest disappointments.
Ooh.
Gosh.
Nah, I'm going to have to say it, Vietti.
Oof.
I wanted to say Vietti, but I don't think you can be disappointed with anything he does after last year.
He
That
should
last
be
year was
fighting
the
for the
disappointment.
No, he should be fighting for the championship. And
Oh, he
if he's
should.
not doing it this year, it's going to be a disappointment.
Yeah.
That's as far as it goes. Like, he is a championship contender, but I don't see him pulling it together again this year.
No, I agree. But I don't think I can be disappointed after his capitulation last year. That's the thing.
Yeah, kind of same. Kind of same.
I'm going to go Aaron Canet.
Oh, I was going with Aaron Canet.
If he doesn't win, which he's had opportunities, I can't see him winning again. Eventually, the world's just going to pass him by.
I don't see him winning at all. Is that bad?
No. Yeah. Okay.
And Moto2 world moves quick. He's just going to be passed by before he knows it.
Yeah, I'm going with Canet. I think he was solid, like top 5 every race last year. And then now it's going to be like kind of top 10. Okay. And then it's going to fade a little bit from there, I think.
Yep.
Okay. I'm going to go with Ayagura. There's a lot of... Yeah.
And I thought I was being controversial.
Hold on, you're going to have to justify this very well now.
There's a lot... Obviously, he came second last year, did really well. But there's a lot of pressure on him to succeed. He struggled at the end of last year with pressure. Crashed out of 2 races and really making stupid decisions. This year, there's a lot more riders like obviously Pedro Costa, obviously Jake Dixon, Izan Guevara, and things like that who will be looking to step up a level. Alonso Lopez as well. I don't think we'll see Agura even cracking the top 2 in the championship. I think he might win some races, but I don't think he'll do as well as what he did last year.
That is a spicy opinion, that is.
When you look at it in the way of if he finishes any lower than what he did this year, technically it is a disappointment.
Yeah, exactly.
Title has to be his goal. It has to be.
Title or bust. There's no two ways
he's
about
going to
it.
go up. He's going to go to LCR. We know this. Taka's just got a stay of execution. He's going up. So no matter what he does, he's got that MotoGP in the pocket, basically.
Mhm.
And I think that is only going to benefit him because the pressure's off.
Yeah.
It's only his personal pressure of if you want to be champion, this is what you do. So I don't know. I think that's quite a spicy one. I do.
Thanks. Right, MotoGP. I don't know.
Biggest disappointment.
Oh, I've got one.
Well,
Okay.
I mean, almost hard to argue with because I don't think he's going to win the championship.
No,
so-
exactly.
No.
Yeah, I don't think he's
Therefore-
even going to be top 4 in the championship. Genuinely. So
Really?
I think he's going to flatter to deceive. Unfortunately,
I think him
simple
and
as.
Anaya are going to butt heads so much that
Yeah,
then you're
And
going
who's
to
going to come out on top?
well, you're going to have the likes of Fabio, Mark, I don't know, a few others in there that are going to
Like of the
pick
2
up the
Ducati
pieces.
riders, who do you think is the stronger mentally? It ain't Pecco.
No, it's not.
he's a changed man. I can't believe I'm saying this though. The second half of the season, I wouldn't write him off so quickly. Even though I completely wrote him off last year, but that's besides the point.
Well, the thing is, I still don't think he's going to have a bad season. He's just going to be where he potentially should have been with everyone fitted on good bikes.
Do you see him winning another championship?
Nope, never. I think that's why he's run the number 1. I said it on the last pod. Because I think this is going to be his only opportunity. So I'm going Pecco.
I can see
Fair.
why.
Yeah.
As much as I don't want to say this, I think it's going to be Fabio.
Oh,
Okay.
Lauren's face.
As much as I love him, I think that
DJ Antonio? Yeah, I agree.
Quartararo. I think he's going to get on that 23 Yamaha, realize that
And cry himself to sleep the same night.
it's not going to be what he wanted, and then from day one, he's going to think, "I've got a hell of a mission here," and he's going to be in his own head from race 1.
Well, that's it, isn't it? If the 23 bike is as bad as the 22, he's already got a mountain to climb before he's even started the season.
I think he's just he's going to have flashbacks of the second half of last season, right from day one. He'll be like, "No, I can't do this." Basically, no matter how hard I try. And I think he's just gonna, he's going to be in his own head from Portimao onwards.
Okay.
In my opinion, as much as I don't want that to be the case, but
Biggest disappointment. Oh dear. Maverick Vinales.
Damn.
Interesting.
Why is that?
I think he's not past it, but I don't know. I think it would be a big surprise to see him up battling at the front for wins.
Yeah.
It's been a long time since we've seen it. Like he's, by far one of the fastest, if not the fastest rider on track, but I don't know.
Yeah. No, I can understand that. I'm going to Jorge Martin. He won in 2021 as a rookie. Outstanding season.
Yeah.
He's failed to, achieve that goal again last year. And he's now done a Yamaha move and wants that Yamaha move. And I think that's changing his mentality to being like, screw Ducati, whatever. And I think he will flatter to deceive this year. He's a superbly talented rider, as we know. But I think that Yamaha mindset of being like, I won't be on this bike next year. What's the point? Could affect him enough to not perform.
Well, it's either that or he does the opposite and goes out and tries to win absolutely everything because he's like, well, screw you guys for not giving me the factory seat.
I think I'm with Deck, but I don't think he's mentally strong enough to do that.
No, I don't think he will, but I think those are the two two ways he's going to take this
We've
season.
seen Martin is, for want of a better term, he's a flouncer, isn't he? If something doesn't go his way, he shows off, kicks his feet.
Yeah.
There's absolutely no way that he's going to have that mindset.
I don't know why you would want to go to Yamaha, though, no offense.
Not me, but
apart from being a factory rider, yeah.
It's just a factory ride, isn't it?
A lot of good that's done Franco.
Yeah. Right. Highest expectations for Moto3. I've gone with Dennis Onku.
Onchu?
I don't know. It's like a chew. That's it. Onchu. That's it. I had a guy. No, I didn't. Shut the fuck up. Basically, I had a guy try and tell me how to say Onchu, and I forgot it.
Oh, okay.
It's like
you're sneezing.
Technically.
Onchu.
I don't know. I don't give a shit.
Onsu.
But yeah,
Right.
I think now he's in the IO squad. I think he performed really well last year, finished every race, got a few podiums and things like that. I think he missed out on the win, but finished 5th place overall in the standings due to his consistency. Now I think if IO can just give him that extra 2% and he can retain his consistency, he should be well up there.
Interesting. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I think he should win the championship this year. Should.
Yeah.
But
You should.
Okay, what about you lot? The highest expectations?
highest expectations, I think, Sasaki.
It's a fair shout.
Good shout.
He should have been higher up there last year.
Because he got injured and things, didn't he?
Yeah, he got bounced, didn't he? And obviously he had the problems with the bike at the start of the season as well.
Yeah.
That obviously has
Well,
been ironed
he'll
out.
be
Well,
going
hopefully
for-
it's been ironed out.
Yeah, championship or bust for him.
Okay, Jacob and Cameron, please.
What's the question again?
Highest expectations.
Highest expectations. Hmm.
Well, I know
In a way, Rueda, but
Yeah.
Also don't want to put that kind of pressure on a rookie because I know he listens to
Yeah,
every word I
obviously,
say.
He cares about what you say, yeah.
Yeah,
He must be sat there now thinking, oh, well, Cam said it, shit.
I know. Yeah, you can feel it in his waters. I don't know. I kind of want to go with someone like Holgado or something, but
Got no
I don't know.
expectations at all.
Yeah, exactly. I don't really know if I have expectations. Really, that would just be more of an outlier. That'd be more.
Who's Finale when you think about it?
Well, I like Sasaki. I want to go with Sasaki.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, and what about you, Jacob? Who did you say?
Joel Kelso.
Nice. Good shout.
Mhm.
I can't see anything ever coming than an improvement at Brewster coming off CIP, because no disrespect to CIP, they are among the B teams / C teams in Moto3. Brewster aren't. Like, they're not the top, but they definitely are better put together squad than CIP with better equipment, better mechanics, better everything all round. And I think he's going to have to show second season that there's a step up, because again, he showed glimpses, but I've never seen someone have so much go against him in one season. So,
Fair.
yeah, Joel.
Nice. Okay. Highest expectations Moto 2. I'm going to go with the obvious outlier of Pedro Acosta.
Yeah,
Championship or bust.
same. Please.
Yeah.
I love
Jake
what he's
Dixon?
having.
No.
Yeah.
Oh,
I could agree with Dick.
a quick retraction then.
Jake Dixon or Alonso Lopez?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Could agree with both.
can't argue with either of those.
But I'll go with Jake. I think himself will be putting the highest expectations on himself. He'll want to be championship or bust. So yeah, I'll go with Jake.
Okay.
I was going to say someone, but I got him down for the entire championship. So I'm going to say that I'm going to go with Lopez as well.
Okay.
Interesting.
A full season can only help.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
And
I
obviously,
mean,
Boscosco is tying with KTM. That's only going to help. It's all just going to... If it falls into place for
Fall into
Lopez and he doesn't lose his head like he did in Valencia, then you could see something quite special from him.
Yeah, I
So
agree.
I expect at least a couple of wins from Lopez, and at least some consistency to go with it.
Yeah. I like the
He doesn't have
showman
to-
aspect of Lopez. Like, I want to
Yeah.
see him do well in the hopes that he does more. You know, like the
Yeah,
whole
he's a good kid,
cord
isn't
out
he?
of his leathers trick and all. Like, I think
Yeah.
Yeah.
it's what we
Like,
need to be
You know,
watching.
he doesn't have the excuse now either of being the rookie who've come in. You know, like that's been and gone now. This is a new season. If you want to show what we know you can do, you have to show what we expect of you. And I expect him to be winning.
There.
Okay.
MotoGP.
Highest expectations, MotoGP. Yeah, I was just picking my next one.
God, it's like fucking spoon feeding him.
Yeah. So highest expectations, MotoGP. I'm going to go Marc Marquez again. Championship or bust. He's got a new thing coming out, All or Nothing, on Netflix. He's just done a GQ interview where he basically said that he's aiming for the championship this year. He feels he can fight. And Marquez is basically saying that he is back.
Do you think?
Um,
Do you think if he doesn't do it, that'll be him?
No.
Marquez is
bike
Marquez.
first.
He'll
Yeah.
if he doesn't win it this year, he'll go for it next year. You
But
know.
where's he
Yeah,
going
he's
to go?
Wherever he
let's
wants.
be honest. Yeah, he always is going to have a seat in MotoGP, isn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah, it'll be like Rossi until he wants to go.
Yeah.
he'll
There's
have a
always
seat.
going to be a
But
space
that's-
for him, whether
That's
they want it or not.
mad.
Like
who
Red Bull
is-
money will pay for it, if nothing else.
Yeah, but who are they kicking out? Like, that's mad to me.
Brad Binder. I don't know.
Yes.
Someone will get rid of someone.
Oh yeah,
to
because
make
he's
way
going
for
to
Marc Marquez.
KTM. Everyone thinks
Yeah,
he's going to
he'll be
Ducati.
KTM
No.
because Red Bull's tie-in.
He'll
He-
go
he-
somewhere.
Yeah.
He'll
No
go
matter
somewhere.
what. Like, I'm not saying KTM will be happy about it, even if Mark's 43 and
Mark
struggling
Marquez
at the
wouldn't be
back.
happy about it. Why would you subject yourself to that voluntarily?
If
Like-
I was Mark, I'd say the KTM is better than the Honda.
I got to
Marquez.
back that statement.
KTM is a much better bike for Marquez.
That ties into who I'm going to say, which is Brad Binder.
Okay,
Interesting.
nice one.
I expect Brad Binder to be a title contender.
I would like to see it, but I don't
Needs
think we will.
to fix his Saturday.
Yeah.
That's
Well, he's
Before he
got a
does
sprint race
that.
now.
You know,
to do
that new chassis transformed the bike. And if to make a gain like that just from a chassis, once you refine
Yeah.
it, dangerous.
Didn't this
Well,
happen a
it's
few
like-
years ago, though?
I was just
KTM.
about to say in Moto 2. Yeah.
Yeah.
They did
Brad
something to
Binder.
the chassis, and then
Yes.
they were like, "Oh,
It was the engine mounting point.
Yeah. And then it was a turning point, and then they maybe
And
got
then
like
he
a
was
top
title
2,
contender.
top 3. Yeah, but then a few races later, they were back, into obscurity again. I seem to remember this. It was like round about Catalonia a few years ago or
Well,
something.
he should have won that Moto 2 title.
Yeah, sure.
If
Would have, could
KTM
have.
had got their
Mhm.
shit together at the start of the season, he would have won it.
Yeah.
I'm on
of
about
course,
MotoGP, but anyway,
Oh.
I'm going
enough.
with Miguel. I think he's going to come in there and just rip everyone a new arsehole.
Yeah, that's fair enough.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Let's
I
go.
think he's a title contender. Fully title contender.
Okay.
Thing is, I looked down the list and I think you're a title contender, you're a title contender, and then before I know it, I've got 10 of them.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Everyone can win a
You-
title
you-
with the bike.
like-
all of them
we
can.
literally-
yeah.
That's the thing.
That's
but who's actually
with,
gonna?
with MotoGP now, the quality is so high and it's so much depth that
Yeah.
you can afford to be picky about who you think is a title contender
Yeah.
rather than just broad statements.
Yeah.
It's so good because like 6 or 7
golden
years
age.
ago, you had a choice of 4.
You're the
If
alien
win
you
a
winner,
were
title.
that's it.
lucky,
Yeah, exactly. Whereas now it's like, if the bike is good, any one of them could win it.
Yeah, there were
The
no
title.
X in like 2010 to 2014, were there?
No.
It was
one of
literally-
4.
It's going to be those
Yeah.
guys. Now,
Mhm.
it ain't just going to be those guys.
No. How lucky are we?
Golden age, man. Golden age.
Probably right. Yeah.
Right. Okay. And who did you say, Jacob? No, Lauren, sorry.
highest expectation, Fabio Quartararo.
Yeah. Fair shout.
I'm clearly a pessimist then.
Yeah.
I think he's got a
Typical
lot to
Scot.
prove this year, and I do agree with what you said earlier. But I think he's gonna come in, hopefully with a decent bike, and want to win the championship again.
Yeah, if the
Yeah,
bike's good, he will. I think he will. If the bike is good enough, he'll win it again. But
That's the
I
Yeah,
don't think it's going to
100%.
be. Exactly.
I
I
hope
don't think
it's
it's going to
enough.
be so.
I hope it's enough to fight for the championship at least, and
Yeah.
not go as downhill as last year went. Yeah, he still was fighting for the championship. So I don't know.
Yeah,
But yeah, I
don't
think he's
this
got a
is
lot
gonna
of
be the one.
expectations on him.
Mm-hmm.
24, I think, will be the one. Not next year.
Maybe.
Right. This one's more of a comedy one. Most
God.
crashes in all classes. I've got
Oh.
Mark Marquez because it's just what he does, isn't it?
I'm going to go with my last year's pick of Jake Dixon. I was right last
Okay.
year, I think, and I'm sure I was there with him. I'm sure he did. So I'm going to go with Jake.
You were there with him, were you?
Jackson.
He likes a crash. Let's be real. He likes a
Yeah.
crash. But,
I think
you know,
Be a changed man.
if Rins could crash a Suzuki as much as he did last year, then you know he's going to crash a Honda.
Yeah.
A
So I'm going
lot.
with
That's a
Rins.
fair shout.
Yeah.
That's a fair shout. Okay. And Lauren, please.
I actually don't know.
Oh, well then.
good answer.
Do you know Darren Bender?
Okay. Yeah, it's a fair shout, to be honest.
Yeah.
Darren Binder.
Yeah,
Okay.
he didn't mind the crash, did he?
No, right. The next one, again, it's a bit of a comedic one. It's not a nice one, though. First to be fired / leave their team in all classes. I've got Kota Nazane.
Where's Fanati?
He's at Snipers. He's already been sacked from them once.
Who could
That's
be
for grabbing a
sacked?
brake lever.
But yeah, you can't say finale because it's obvious it's going to happen.
Yeah.
I don't think they'll sack him, see.
Nah.
Unless he, like,
This is
literally,
the-
unless he,
Unless
like,
he,
you know, bitch slap someone in the pits or something. Which, you know,
Yeah.
wouldn't put it
well,
past him.
he's done that before.
Yeah. You know, grabs a
That is
fan and
his
punches him in the
third
face.
time
isn't
with
it?
that team now. Is nuts.
Yeah, I can't see, like, they've gone and made a statement by signing him. Short of, you know, actual illegal activity, they're not going to sack him.
No.
Watch him. What
What
Oh,
teams
that's-
have form? What teams have form for sacking people?
I'm going to go with Xavi Artigas.
Damn.
He
Ooh,
does not seem happy there.
no, he's not. Well, based on performance, I would say he's not.
Oh, I don't know. Who's
I
gonna
wanna
be
say-
sacked?
Dennis Foggia, just only because he had the whole leopard drama last
yeah,
year.
yeah.
Yeah.
Until
But
fans
that-
might not
I
put
mean-
up with it. Yeah.
Or two, I don't know when he did it, but he did the whole I'm leaving, and then they kicked his dad out of the garage, and then all of a sudden he's staying. So just based on previous form, has to be Foggia.
Okay. And Cameron, please.
Jeez, I mean, I really don't know. Like, I think at this point, other than someone like Foggia or whatever who's had, you know,
Maverick, do something
history.
spicy.
Well, nah, Mav's not going to do it again, I don't think. What about one of the Fernandezes? They like ruffling people's feathers.
Adrian.
Adrian's not there. Yeah.
Adrian's not
Oh,
there. Yeah.
yeah, no, he's not. Well, there you go.
Do you reckon Bowie will finally have had enough of Anna Carrasco running it back and find out if it's worth $500,000?
You're going to get
The-
into an Instagram fight with bloody
Yeah,
Alvaro
yeah.
Batista here in a second.
Yeah.
Mm.
But
I think-
like, seriously, like, you know, she hasn't been living up to expectation, have she?
I think they'll give her the year.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like,
I
the
think she'll get the-
$500,000 is probably what's
They-
keeping
they-
her on
The
that.
like, regardless of how you feel about it, they wouldn't want the publicity of, you know,
Halfway
sacking
through
the
a
only
season,
female rider.
yeah.
Yeah, they wouldn't. They just,
No
Yeah,
one
it'd be
wants the
backlash
fallout
if
of
it's
that.
not.
Yeah.
it wouldn't be worth it, no matter like, yeah, how you feel
Yeah.
about the situation. They would not have a good time PR wise. I don't know. Who's going to get
Messia?
sacked?
Could be a show.
Sure. Yeah. Maybe. Yeah.
Like,
just talking you into something.
Carrasco and Munoz.
Yeah.
The form teams for sackings were Bowie and SAG, weren't it?
Yeah.
And, you know, SAG kept that up with Rodrigo, although it was mutual in inverted commas.
That's because he retired, isn't it?
Yeah. But was he retired because he was told he didn't have the seat?
They're not going to
He's
get rid of
making
Munoz,
hamburgers.
though.
He's got a restaurant.
No,
Jeez,
that's it.
I don't know. Maybe I think Watley might say something stupid and get sacked.
Okay. I put him last year, to be fair, and didn't get sacked,
Oh,
so.
well.
To be fair, if Scott Ogden goes on TV and says what he said last year
Yeah.
again,
Yeah, I think one of those.
The thing
boys.
is, I don't think that if the team is performing like last year, it's almost justified.
Yeah.
And it's like, if you sack him for telling the truth, it's like, there's going to be backlash.
I think it was Scott had every right to say what he said, but just not
100%.
on national, worldwide television was really the
Well,
best
yeah.
idea.
You know, people forget that these are still teenagers. Like,
Yeah.
And,
There's
you
a
know,
code of
frustrations
conduct
gets
thing
a
they'll
bit
have
new.
to sign. Gross misconduct. You're not allowed to
Yeah.
talk shit about your company on live TV, basically. That's kind of,
Yeah.
they'll assign a thing. Yeah,
Well,
maybe one of
yeah.
those guys, because I feel like they'll say something. They'll put their foot in it.
Okay. Okay, cool. Right, let's move on to the juicy ones, finally. With the team world champion in Moto 3, I'm going to go with Red Bull KTM.
Hard to argue with.
Yeah.
Yeah, two
Yeah.
super strong riders.
Yeah.
It's hard to look past them. Innit?
Next.
Mm.
Is that across the board then?
Yeah,
It's either them or Leopard.
Yeah, Leopard,
Well, I think
yeah.
I think the
Nah.
difference. The reason I'm picking them is they've got two title contenders, in my opinion.
So do
Whereas every other
Leopard.
team have one, maybe 1.5. You know what I mean? Like at the push, you would put the other as title contenders, but with those two,
Well, to
they
be
are
fair,
certain.
the Tech 3 team could be surprising.
Ferroli, yeah, is a rookies.
Ferrari and
Yeah.
Morgado.
I can't see Farioli being a title contender this year, but I
No.
wouldn't be upset.
Moto 2, I've gone the same, Red Bull KTM.
No.
I want to go fun and put speed up.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah, screw it. Why
If
not?
they can get
Gas
the bike
gas?
right.
Yeah, that's part of my thought as well. But it's like, can you trust Dixon to score enough
Yeah.
points for it?
Yep.
Yeah,
Mhm.
I think so.
Nah, I'm going IO.
Nah,
Okay.
Dixon has to step up. You can't have Izan Guevara coming in and then Dixon just doing
Oh,
nothing.
yeah, he has to step
Yeah.
up. 100% has to. Whether he will, I still have my doubts.
Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting. Okay, and team world champion MotoGP, I've gone Ducati.
The Lenovo team.
Yeah, Ducati
Yeah.
team.
I mean, I guess
Yeah.
so.
Yeah.
You'd like it to be someone else, but I don't.
Can't
Yeah.
see it being anyone else.
Aprilia,
Unless the
Marquez
Hondas.
manages to do it.
Yeah, Honda or
Aprilia have two
Aprilia.
consistent point scorers.
Very
It's hard to
true.
see past Ducati, and it just is. Yeah, Ducati,
Yeah.
Lenovo, Ducati,
Yeah.
Monster Energy, Lenovo, Ducati.
Yeah. In terms of probably the team that's going to get a 1-2 in most races, probably.
They're most
them, innit?
likely, and they.
Yeah. I
Mm.
think so.
Until they start off on each other.
Well,
Mm.
that'll be fun.
Okay, and the MotoGP class manufacturer champion, I've gone Ducati again because
Because they've got 8 bikes on there.
Yeah.
cause they've got a bike.
If they lost it, I'd be embarrassed for them.
Yeah, me too.
One
Me
question
too.
I got before we do move on as well. Did we do independent class champion last year for MotoGP?
No.
Should we do it this year?
Because
Because there's quite strong satellite teams this year.
Yeah, fuck it. Why not?
Because I'm going to go RNF.
Yeah. I'm just, yeah.
Oh my god! Hold on.
Yeah, I'd probably
Dress
go
them
RNF.
by their
Or
full
RMS,
title.
RNF.
Crypto data.
Independent champion. Wait, so who are you going for? RNF.
Yeah, I think I'm going to go the same.
Win Pramax there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm thinking
I'm
Pramac.
still going RNF. I am.
Pramac.
I think Grassini are going to outscore Pramac. Genuinely.
Also possible. Yeah.
Um,
Although the
I'm gonna-
VR46 with Marini and bed.
Marina.
Look at
Yeah, I'm going
Marino.
VR46. I'll go VR46.
No, I'm staying Pramac.
I'm going VR46 as well.
Johan
Just-
Zarco is just a solid choice for at least the first 10 races. So
Yeah, and then he just disappears. They're
Including
okay,
sprint
I got my paycheck
races.
now, sorted.
then he's on
Yeah, with the
testing mode
sprint
for the rest of the year.
Yeah. Okay, now the one that you've all been waiting for. World Champions.
Bum,
The
bum,
Rider World
bum.
Champion. Moto 3. I'm going with Ayumi Sasaki.
Okay, elaborate.
Okay.
Well, do I have to? I mean, last year was
Well,
beast.
considering it's only 55 minutes, you probably should.
Oh, I can't be asked, mate. I'm too tired for this shit. Like he was a beast last year, won 2 races. I think now he's got another year under his belt. I think he can only improve from where he's already been last year. I think the team moving over to Intact as well. It's a decent setup there. And yeah, I can see Sasaki only going forward.
Same. I'll have one of those,
Cameron?
please.
Is that for the same reason as me?
Yeah, he's just great, and I like his helmet.
Yeah, okay, fair enough.
Wink.
Oi, oi. Okay, Cameron and Lauren, please.
Cam already did, bro.
Oh, Lauren and Jacob.
I didn't even clock onto that. I was like, right, go on then.
Yeah.
Oh, go ahead, Jacob.
Dennis Onchu.
Oh, I wanted to pick Dennis on too.
Hey.
Now he's gone to IO. It
Yeah,
has to
I did
be.
think Onchi. I did think Onchi.
It has to be. And he's going to have an incredible rider in alongside him in Rueda pushing him.
I'm
And
gonna
we know Dennis
I'm,
is best when he backs into a corner.
I'm gonna say it, Rueda.
Damn.
Because I
Changes
wanted-
have happened.
I wanted to pick on
I
two,
don't-
but I want to go with a choice that no one else has gone for.
I
Yeah.
don't think Rueda will do it as a rookie purely because he's a slow burner.
Mm.
Pedro Costa was not a slow burner, and he proved that. Whereas Rueda, yes, he won the rookies as a rookie, but he was already supremely more talented than the rest of the field anyway.
Mm.
But
Shouldn't
in the
have been
Junior
in
World
it.
Championship, he took a few years to get to where he did. But then when he got there, he was unstoppable.
Well, it's him or it's Messia. So
Well, you said Rueda.
okay, well, I'm just putting it out there now that if it wasn't Rueda,
Yeah.
I'd pick Messia.
Okay.
Okay.
That's
I'm just
fine.
saving
Yeah.
myself here.
I respect it. Moto 2, I've gone Pedro Costa because, rookie of the year, P5 overall. And that was including breaking his leg as well. Was it P5 he got? I think it was.
Yeah.
He broke his leg in that as well and still came back and won a race after he broke his femur. It's Pedro Costa, he's a rookie champion. He's one of the most, if not the most exciting prospect MotoGP has seen since Marc Marquez.
Careful, you'll
So-
make Jacob cry.
Yeah, Ethan Guevara is obviously in that cusp of top riders as well, but I think Pedro Costa, it's hard to look past Pedro Costa given his previous achievements already. He's the first rookie to win more than 3 races since, obviously you had Ralph Fernandez last year or the year before, and then it was Maverick Vinales the year prior to that. So he's in that little cusp.
Yeah, it's not bad company to keep, is it?
And then Marc Marquez is also in that cusp. So
Ooh.
Cusp.
yes, cusp of.
So I'm going to
top
assume
riders.
these two are also going to go, baby Jesus. So
What about Rory Skinner?
I can't believe you would just make that assumption. No, I am going to go for someone else.
Okay.
ooh,
Even
Ooh.
though I do want Pedro Costa to win it. I think he'll be one of the front runners. I think Alonso Lopez.
Okay, I like
Ooh.
it. That would be a success story, wouldn't it?
Yep.
Alonso Lopez. Okay, cool. And Cameron and Jacob, please.
you going,
I'm
Cam?
going with a Costa.
Yeah.
Nice.
Can't
Who'd you
not
like?
be.
Yeah.
I
And
love
Jacob.
him.
There we go. Time for everybody to hate me.
Here we go.
Albert Arenas.
Oh
I
Jesus
like it.
Christ!
I rate it. No, I rate it. I rate it.
He's
I think
a
it'll
world
be
champion.
good. Yeah, I think it'll be good.
And now he's stepped up to the Moto2 team.
It's like
This is
Augusto
really
Fernandez. Look how well he did
Hmm?
when he stepped into that team.
bad though.
Albert Arenas is better than Augusto Fernandez. He will win that title.
But is he better than Pedro Acosta?
No.
Well, that's it, isn't it?
Or Alonso
that's,
Lopez?
That's the question that's going to be answered. But I think Albert is going to do bits this year. I do genuinely.
He
believe
might
he's
be
gonna
more
win that title.
consistent than Acosta, I think. But in terms of raw pace, I think Acosta's quicker.
Do you know,
Well,
top,
Still get more
consistent
T1s,
top threes could win you that title.
Yeah, exactly. I'm not.
Well,
Yeah.
then by that it should be Aaron Canet.
Yeah, but Canet ain't going to get the top threes.
Nah, he's
top
gonna
tens
finish
ain't going to
here.
win you it.
I always remember the year that Albert Arenas won the Moto3 because Tony Arbolino, I think, should have won
He
that.
deserved it.
He should have won
did.
it, but someone
But
on
he
his
missed-
plane got COVID.
Yeah, he missed the race. So by that
Yeah.
standard, I think Albert Arenas is a fantastic rider. I just don't big him up as much as for the fact that he's got a title under his belt. I really do think that Tony Arbolino deserved that title.
Well, yeah, but he still had to win it.
He missed
Yeah,
a
yeah,
race. You know, if he had been in that race and scored the points, that was championship in the bag for Arbolino.
Yeah, but it's not like it was just between those two either. He still had to beat Agura. He still had to beat a few other riders.
I think.
I think it's a title worth shouting about, personally. So, yep, Arenas for me.
Okay, nice.
Hmm.
Okay. Now the big boy class, the big class. I've gone with Marc Marquez just because he's hyped himself up like hell. Obviously, it's a bit of a spicy choice. But I think, yeah, why not? I think someone's got to vote for Marquez, so I'm going to do it.
Well, Marquez is voting for Marquez. So.
Yeah.
Literally.
So
I
the
don't
guy
think-
with the Marquez poster on his wall is voting for Marquez.
I ain't got Marquez votes on my wall. What's Nick doing?
I
Sorry.
thought you did have one on your wall.
No, I don't have Mark poster on my wall. Do
Oh.
I? It's all right. I've got
Because I've
another
definitely seen
Marquez
one.
one.
Yeah.
I've got Danny Pedrosa one. I've got I got Maverick Vinales. I got John McPhee on my wall. Should I go for John McPhee?
Dope.
Yes.
Signed. So I mean, adds luck.
God, that'd be a hell of a performance if John McPhee wins the MotoGP title, wouldn't it?
I wouldn't put it past
Really?
him.
No. Okay, who else are you going to go for? You lot.
Oh, jeez, that's difficult. Looking at that
It
entry
is.
list.
It is tough.
Do you know
Pick a
what?
name.
I'm calling it, right? And it's either going to go fucking incredibly or I'm going to look like a right knob.
You can
Marco
see what I'm gonna
Bezzecchi.
say.
Jesus fucking Christ, dude.
Bez
What the
was
fuck?
hopped on that GP22 and was over half a second faster out of the box at Valencia.
I can't believe you have just said this. I can't believe you've done this.
Right? Half a second faster at the Valencia test out of the box on the GP22.
We're not
compared to the
basing this
GP20 when
on
it was
tests.
No, hear me out first. If you can hop on a bike and be half a second quicker, that's an evolution, not a different bike or a revolution. Half a sec, if he can maintain that, which I'm pretty sure he's capable of doing, he can be up there. He's proven he can be up there. If he can find the consistency, which the GP22 could give him, it's a sorted bike. Why not?
I was going to
So,
say
yeah.
that. I was going to say Bez. I hate you
Really?
so much. Yeah, I was.
I was. Fuck off.
Yeah, no, I was. I genuinely, I'm not going to
His
now.
reaction, actually, I think he's telling the truth because he nearly punched the screen.
I'm not going to now because it was going to be a
But
glorious
I-
suggestion.
everything-
but-
And
Bez
I
is
thought
done.
my prediction was bold. He's
Not everything Bez has
ridiculous.
done has been brilliant in the MotoGP class. He's done everything that you would expect of a rookie, which is constantly improve. Now he's on the second season with the championship winning bike that is clearly a sorted bike. I can't see where Ducati are going to make that so much better, the GP23.
Did
No,
did he beat Luca?
I don't actually know, did he?
Yeah, he did. I'm pretty sure he did.
I feel like he was thereabouts. You know, he pissed the rookie of the year in the end.
I think actually Luca beat him. I'm
and then
pretty sure.
to get on to an
Yeah,
evolution
Luca
of a
really
bike,
beat him.
be immediately comfortable and go 0.5, 0.6 quicker around Valencia. You know, a technical circuit, hard to learn a bike. If
Yeah.
he can maintain that throughout the year, which
He's probably the
he's-
rider who didn't have a hangover after the end of season party.
Yeah, that's it. Maybe. But, you know, if he keeps that hangover going, the non-hangover going, which is,
Mhm.
you know, he's more than capable. Yeah, I'm going Bez.
Okay.
Screw it.
Okay, Cameron and Lauren, please.
Go for it, Lauren.
Fabio Quartararo.
No.
Hate to do it to
no
you.
way. The Fabio fangers for Quartararo.
Nah, I think it's either him or Anea Bastianini, to be honest, between the two of them.
Yeah.
Yes,
I
I
understand
nearly
that.
I
went
just-
Bastianini. Very
I
nearly.
think the two Ducatis are just going to really fuck each other up this year. I just don't see it going well at all.
No, I can't.
And they're going
But
to
the
make
thing is,
moves on each
yeah.
other that are going to hurt is compared to last year, where it was
The thing
sort of
is,
had to pussyfoot
I mean,
around it.
Bez found consistency. which Enea still didn't at the end of the year.
Mm-hmm.
Is this
So
just an
that's the
opportunity
reason.
to keep talking about Marco?
No.
Bezzecchi?
But my point is,
What does he have to do
No.
with this?
because they were on identical bikes. And if one rider has found consistency, you would expect the others to as well. But Bastianini didn't. Now he's on the factory team. Consistency is a must. But I don't know if he has it yet.
Mm-hmm.
So
Okay.
that's the only reason I couldn't go Bastianini, because he didn't have title fighter consistency. He was in the mix to the end, but he was never really there, was he?
Yeah.
I think he's
That makes sense.
slightly hot-headed to be consistent, or as consistent as he's going to
But I
have to be
think-
this year.
Yeah, I think that'll make Pecco a bit skittish.
Yeah, I agree. I'm between two. I'm going to go the other side of the VR46 garage then with Marini, who we know is consistent and was like top 5 all the time.
Wait, you're
Just all
going
the time.
Marini to win the championship?
Are
And
you
no
two on
podiums.
drugs?
Are you two on
Via-
crack or
through
something?
consistency.
Like, I know I'm tired, but like, what the? Like,
Well,
is that
or-
brain tricking me or what?
Well, I'm between Marini or Brad Binder.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
God. I like
You're
what
wrong,
Miko
but
and Marquez was
Brad
left
Binder
field.
really
Jesus
isn't
Christ.
a bad shout.
Are
It
you...
really isn't.
No, this is ridiculous. I thought me going with Yamaha was going to be the controversial opinion
Well,
here.
it's not controversial at all, because Fabio's already won a championship.
What are you
On
talking
a
about?
shitbox? Are you joking me?
Nah, Bad Binder's a very good shout.
Bad
I really
Bender?
am.
Well,
Bad Brinder.
where did Brad finish at Valencia?
Two and.
Second, yeah.
2 and yeah, exactly.
And did he? Oh,
Yeah,
he
he was,
did.
he was
Yeah.
second, first, and last race of the year, wasn't he? Second Stanley.
Yeah.
And now he's gonna. Do you know what? Let's go with Brad. Let's have something different, brew. Let's have it.
All the Saffers are going to love you for that.
Yes, let go. Honestly,
I
like,
cannot believe
It's
that.
not a bad
He-
decision. It's
he
really not.
He can. He's like one of the best racers there on a Sunday. What did he make up the most positions last year? It was Binder, wasn't it?
98,
Yeah.
wasn't it?
Yeah. And if the KTM is a little bit better, but it sounds like it's a lot better,
Yeah.
then I think he could. He's gonna do bits. I think, but then everyone else might be a lot
Sprint
better.
race
I'm
doesn't
I'm
set the
between-
grid.
You what?
Say again.
Does the sprint race set the grid for Sunday?
Yes.
No. Does it?
No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't. No,
Doesn't it?
No, it's qualify. They do qualifying then a sprint race.
Then he's fucked. Hate to break it to you.
That KTM is going to be much less of a shitbox. It's not going to be Ducati level. Don't get me wrong.
You'd be better saying Jack Miller.
But then I'm also. Oh, come
Now
on.
that's a
Settle
stupid
down.
call.
But then I'm also
I
thinking
hate
Oliveira
you.
as well,
What?
because I think Oliveira's a weapon. Maybe I'll go with
Maybe
nah.
Jack Miller next year. Yeah, but
Mm.
not hopping off that Ducati onto the KTM. It's going to take time.
I want to go with Binder just for, the fact it's a bit of an outlier, but
For the
probably
shits and
more
giggles.
realistically, I'm thinking if I would, again, another outlier, but probably more realistically would be Miguel.
Yeah.
Do you realise how many people are shouting at this right now that we didn't pick either Pecco Bagnaia or an Fascinini?
Yeah,
Well, I'm not going to
literally,
pick Pecco
literally.
Bagnaia because
Three
Pecco's
people
not even
listen.
going to finish top 4, as I said. But I can't pick Pecco. Simple.
I just
Bastianini's
don't
a
think
better
we're going to
shot than Pecco.
see the same gap in sort of bike performance that we
No.
did in 2022. I don't
How
like
would
because
you
the
improve on
GP22
that GP22?
Yeah, the GP22 was clearly a much better bike than anything else on there, except maybe the
Yeah,
Suzuki.
even the GP21, like it was
Yeah.
a revolution. As it turned out in the end, at the start of the season, we all thought, "Oh, they fucked it, didn't we?" But then
Mhm.
once they figured that thing out, the ceiling was so much higher in the GP21.
Yeah. And I don't think it's going to be the same this year.
No, it's like they've already tried the Aprilia downforce, fat fairing, didn't work.
Yeah.
So where do they go from here? The Stegosaurus has been bolted on even to the GP22.
Mhm.
It's going to be marginal gains, but at the same time, marginal gains might be enough to win you a championship because it's going to be so close.
Okay.
Yeah. I'll say Brad Binder, but probably Brad Binder's my heart, Miguel's my head.
I like Brad
'Cause
Binder.
that makes
I really
it so
do
much
like Brad
better.
Binder's shout, actually.
Well,
I really like it.
Don't cry over Fabio when he's languishing on that Yamaha.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Oh, that face looked a kill.
You might just, I don't know. Now I want to change my mind now, but okay, that's fine.
I want Fabio to do well. He's just not going to.
Fabio has won a world championship. He's not a stupid shout, is he? Like, regardless of the yam.
Mm-hmm.
He knows what it takes.
Did I not hear that Yamaha have basically almost given up on the 2023 bike already?
Yeah.
And are pretty much focused on 2024.
Hasn't been
You guys
able to...
find fun in this?
No, I genuinely don't, because I want Morbidelli to do well, so I want Yamaha to do well.
Mm-hmm.
Quite simply. So if Fabio's a beneficiary of that, so be it. But I really like Morbidelli, and I really hate to see him how he is.
Yeah, I rate him as a guy, as a person and a rider.
I'm quite worried about this podcast because I haven't listened to anything you said for the last 5 minutes.
I hadn't noticed.
I have been swearing about you.
Yeah,
they've just been making the silliest world championship calls ever.
Yeah, my brain's just not wired.
Did you write
I've got Luca Marini down?
No,
you definitely haven't listened.
He went Brad Binder.
You haven't listened at all. Oh my
Bloody hell.
He's just spoken for the last 20 minutes on how Brad Binder's going to win the championship.
Yeah, I haven't mentioned Marini since it first left my lips at least 5 minutes ago.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Jesus Christ.
Okay.
I think the thing is, it's not going to be a top 2 this year.
Top 5.
It's going to be a closer top 5, top 6. There are many contenders this year.
Elish.
Mm-hmm.
Can't believe none of you mentioned him.
I don't think Elish is actually going to do as well as he did this year.
I think he's maybe on that age decline now.
It's possibly. Not even the age decline. It's just the rest of the field catching up to the Aprilia. He's going to be as good as he was. He's going to be setting the same lap times, maybe a little tiny bit faster than he was last year. But the rest of the field is going to be closer. I think Maverick's going to beat him. And we all know I love Elish, but I think Maverick is going to beat him this year.
I think Miguel is as well.
Oh, I wouldn't be surprised, put it that way.
Juicy.
Okay.
I like it. I'm so excited.
Oh, yeah. It's going to be fun. Can't wait.
It's going to be fun on a bit.
I can't wait for testing and all of us be severely wrong.
Yeah. Nakagami is fastest by a second and a half.
That wouldn't surprise me. He loves a wee FP1.
Yeah.
Top of the grid. Yeah.
True.
Mm-hmm.
Him and Maverick are going to be right up there on those timesheets.
Maverick's top the test. 100% Maverick's topping the test.
But then come Portugal, I nearly said Qatar then. Come Portugal, it's going to be slightly different, I think.
Fabio?
No.
Well, if it's going to be anyway, Fabio is going to win at Portugal.
Exactly.
Very Yamaha, even with their deficits.
Miguel's having his home race.
No.
Yeah, well, that would be a story, wouldn't it?
We'll come to that.
Yeah. I look forward to seeing how many people just screaming about you're right though, about not putting Bastianini Pecco.
Exactly. I cannot believe not one of us picked a Ducati.
I think Pecco is justified. It does feel like a one-off.
Yeah. But
I love an A, but
maybe an A is too obvious in fairness. So I get it.
Yeah.
It's the consistency of it though. I don't know. It's so tough. You could literally put a name in a hat and pick it out, and one of them could win it.
I wouldn't be that dramatic. No, I think between
the top 10 at least, like chucking in a lottery ball, spit it out, could very easily be the champion. It's alarmingly close. I love it.
Well, Declan.
Hi.
You tuning back in again?
You okay?
Yeah, I'm back.
Anything else?
No, not really. I hope you've enjoyed listening to this podcast. I don't fucking know.
Oh my God, at
if
least
people
try
want to support the
so.
podcast, can they go anywhere?
If you want to support the podcast, you can look at the Everything Motor Racing bio on Instagram and chuck us a few quid so that I can buy Red Bull and stop being so tired. Way.
Or Red Bull should just sponsor us.
I think it's going to take more than that.
Bloody hell.
That'd be sick. Yeah, my brain's
we should
logged
have had a
off
different
tonight.
host, I think.
Yeah, my brain's logged off. But yeah, I hope you've enjoyed listening to this podcast. I've just accidentally destroyed my fucking phone cables. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed listening. All back
for the third time.
This is painful.
Maybe.
Just say bye for the love of fuck.
Bye.
Goodbye, everybody.